Breath, the back of the body to the front of the body. The front of the back, the neck. And just slowly, with full awareness on your movements, and on this time and space where you are. We'll ground in some earth energy. It was really windy today, which can often, as we've learned through our Ayurvedic studies, it can elevate our vata or amplify anxious energy. So we'll just ground a little bit more by hugging both knees to the chest, letting the hands come to the shins below the knee. Side to side, little rock before coming into some stillness. Let the feet just be lazy. The hands heavy on the knees. The eyes can be soft. Let's see if here, as we just drop into this earth energy, if we can also drop into the non-thinking mind, perhaps by bringing awareness to the breath. Letting that ground us. Bringing awareness to energies within the body. Almost at the end of Pisces season, which, as we've talked about a few times in our yin space, is the advent of the astrological new year. So oftentimes this time of the year feels more like a new beginning than January for us, right? I talked about that maybe like 7 or 8 Wednesday nights ago, I think. So maybe now is that time to set an intention, maybe for the year ahead. Change is upon us. The energy of the cosmos supporting us here. Maybe tuning in to any of that energy that we invited in a few moments ago, whether it be celebratory, be a reminder of our blessings. Allowing all of that to be as big as it needs to be, as big as we want it to be, and perhaps be that springboard for the year ahead. Oh. You allow the legs to become long, allowing your bodies to rebound. Mm-hmm. Oh. Notice that energy moving, settling, decompressing. Let's count this down from 5, 4, 3, 2. So you're ready, slowly roll to one side. Mm-hmm. There's no rush. On this one side, we can roll up to our tabletop. We'll make our way to our sleeping swans. From our table, let's bring the right knee towards the right wrist. Bring the foot across the mat. Bring that left knee, kind of walk it back, walk it back. And you can bring yourself to your forearms on the floor. Move around over that front leg. And if you want to, that bolster or a block, you can bring underneath that hip. Or you can even let that hip drop to the floor. A little bit of a different sensation by letting the hip drop than if you were to prop it. If you prop it, it's different than if you were to not prop it. So just drop it to whichever feels right for you. You can bring forehead to a block. Allowing yourself as we're face down here. Just imagine as this new year comes upon us, as being a seed, this shape representing us being a little seedling in the earth, planted, fresh for a new season. Think about what you want to cultivate in your life this upcoming season. Not thinking about the seeds around you or worrying about the weather or if you'll get enough nourishment, but just focusing on what you want to sprout and to grow and to yield this season, this year. Maybe notice how big that feels. Is your thinking mind causing that desire to be small? Is your thinking mind feeling limitless? Maybe you're dropped into that creativity that doesn't have any limits or bounds. You could just do whatever or draw in whatever virtue, whatever you want to cultivate. Bring that into the seeds environment. Bring our palms to the floor, lifting up the forehead and the chest. Slowly, slowly, hands to the earth. The right knee coming back, keep the left. Maybe you rebound on the front of the body, or maybe you come onto the back. Just allow the body to come into rebound, to come into neutral. Oh, and it looks as though all three of us are on the belly. So as we're on the front of the body, allow that back body to rebound and allow the breath to press into the earth. The belly pressing down into the floor, activating that water element in your second chakra. Maybe even a little bit of the fire element in your third chakra. Keep that breath there in the belly, in the solar plexus area, and allow the body to root into ground. Another breath in. Let's exhale, let it go. And then bring hands under the shoulders. Let's press it up and back. And then bring that left knee towards the left wrist. Gently swing that left foot over the right knee. Yeah, go back. You got plenty of room, both of you. And then bring the heart down, the elbows down, the forearms down. Oh, allow everything to just drop into the floor. Allowing this seed to be, maybe to be without worry or fear. Maybe trusting in whomever planted that seed or whatever planted that seed to provide that seed with everything it needs to grow into the plant that seed is intended to transform into. Sleeping swan. Think about that back body towards the ceiling, towards the heavens. Open to receive. This is our yin energy. Back to the spine, along the back of the spine is where we think about the roots of the chakra. So the flower of the chakra is at the front of the body, and the roots are in the back. So imagine all the roots of our chakras, or our flowering chakras, to be nourished right now. So you receive the back body towards the clouds, towards the sky. Slowly pressing up out of your sitting swan into your rebound. Just resting on the front of the body. And pausing. Think about that belly breath into the floor. Maybe even noticing the heart beating into the floor. Slowly breathing in. Exhaling out. Another breath in. And out. We'll breathe in one more time. This time our exhale out. Let's press up with the hands. Send the hips back. Maybe bring those knees as wide as the mat or maybe narrower. Let's come into our child's pose. Oh, maybe let the hands and form be just a pillow for the forehead, or maybe you want to bring a block to the forehead or that bolster. Good, guys. Exhale. So this is almost kind of like the opposite of our apanasana from earlier. We're just pressing the body, the front of the body to the floor here, instead of having the back of the body onto the floor. Exhale. Here we think about bringing awareness to the tailbone, our root chakra, allowing ourselves to feel supported, our basic needs, those primal needs. Tapping into that energy, maybe inviting in the color red to your system, imagining as you breathe in, just breathing in the color red, so the air had a color. And letting that drop down to the low back, the lowest part of your spine. And out. And in. And out. And then maybe noticing what part of the torso that's hovering over the thighs, maybe even touching the thighs. With the knees bent and the shins on the floor, activating our stomach meridian. See if we can glean nourishment out of our experiences. Maybe those experiences we were thinking of earlier that we invited into the space, the energy of those experiences. Digesting that, integrating those energies into our being and letting those energies nourish us. Ayurveda, we say you are what you digest. You are what you digest. So inviting in that digestion of an experience, of a thought. You are what you digest. Are what you digest. Huh, that's interesting, right? Ah. Oh, a sigh maybe. Ooh. And in. Oh, let out a sigh. Whew. Okay. Maybe bringing awareness to the space behind the eyes, and then all around the eyes, and softening the eyes, letting the eyes rest. That fire energy that governs our eyes, letting that fire energy rest a moment, dropping into our earth energy. And now let's slowly rise up from our child's pose, and we're going to come right into a different shape. We're going to forego our rebound, come into the shape, and allow that shape coming onto the belly. Let the legs come long, bringing the elbows under the shoulders. Let's lift the chin just enough so that we can just drop that chin to the chest with the back of the head. Kind of hang forward, coming into a variation of sphinx. The legs are long. Tops of the thighs on the ground, the toes reach behind you. The elbows can be as far forward as you want to offer as much compression to the low spine as you need. And now let's shift that awareness to that fire element at the base of the sternum. We'll be inviting in a little bit of energy, a little bit of that Aries energy that comes with this astrological new year. Let those eyes relax, digesting what the eyes have seen, and then dropping in. Good, guys. That chin, with that chin resting towards the chest, see if that back of the neck can relax, that space between the shoulder blades, maybe even bringing those elbows wider. So chest isn't up as high, but the elbows being wide can create more space for the back of the heart. Oh, letting go. You're bringing your awareness to the physical body. Maybe noticing your heartbeat. Maybe if you tune in enough, you might even feel that pulsing of your femoral artery in the leg, pressing into the earth, bringing your awareness inward. All right, guys, slowly rebound maybe onto the front of the body. Maybe bring the arms to the side. Maybe turn the head one cheekbone and just rest the side of the cheek onto the floor, the arms beside you to let those shoulders rebound. Maybe here you feel the heartbeat. Notice the body rest. More breath in. And exhale. Okay, let's slowly kind of lift the cheek off the floor, and then turn the forehead parallel to the floor. Bring the hands under the shoulders. Let's press it up and back, finding our table. And then after we find that table, let's just bring ourselves to a seated position. Nice, guys. Let's bring our soles of the feet together, if that's accessible. And you can bring those feet as close to the body as you want, or as far away. You might notice you can stretch in a different place in the leg, the further or closer that they are. Let out a sigh. Maybe you fold over. Sometimes, you guys, I'll bring a block to my feet. Let the block rest on my feet so I can just rest my head onto that. And maybe allow this to be as much of a stretch for the back of the neck and the back as you feel in the legs. Maybe any emotions that have come up in these other shapes, maybe just inviting them to the surface to almost kind of overflow, as if you were, the back of the body were like a waterfall. Just allow those to just waterfall out of your system. That waterfall might be gentle and slow, or it might be gushing. So allow yourself any release that this shape might afford. Make sure you're breathing here. Nice job, you guys. Another breath, followed by even another one. Those breaths, just one after another, this reminder that you're alive. And as we fold over the legs and the feet or that block, just again, allowing those eyes that are governed by the fire energy to almost feel like they're just relaxed so much they could just fall right out. Allowing the whole entire face to relax and stretch. And our next shape, we're going to forego that rebound again. Bring those legs in front of the body, side by side with the ankles, as close as you want, not super wide so it's a dragonfly, but close enough that it's a caterpillar. And then these are our yin names. I promise. I'm not just making a little animal show here. Bring that chin to the chest, guys. Oh, sigh. Oh. Let the feet be relaxed, the arms relax. Yeah. And bring the chin to the chest. Almost as if you were gazing at the navel, and then close those eyes, let them relax, and allow this to be as much of a stretch for the spine as the back of the legs, just by bringing our awareness there. Oh. Sometimes I'll just kind of wiggle my shoulders forward and see if my hands move forward. Oh, almost as if someone had my hands and were gently pulling them away from where my sits bones are seated. And lengthen the spine. Oh. This helps us down-regulate our nervous system. Even letting the elbows drop towards the thighs and towards the floor. If that helps our chest just be heavy. Not heavy as a burden, but heavy and grounding, opening up the back of the body. This is supportive for our kidneys, supportive of our immune system. It's also supportive for the organ meridian that works in tandem with the kidneys, our urinary bladder. It supports us in calming. Those are kind of the fire alarms that go off for the body. Just allowing those little guard dogs to relax. Maybe even saying to yourself, I'm okay. It's okay. I'm okay. Give yourself a few breaths in and out. Give yourself as much time to transition to your final rebound, to your shavasana as you need. You can stay in this caterpillar longer. And this little reminder of that image of the seed that was planted in the soil. Look at that caterpillar. Metamorphs and changes, so does that seed. Oh, good, you guys. Letting yourself ground, letting yourself be, letting yourself really, really rest.
Breath in.